Hi, this is an unboxing of the Zelda Link amiibo for the Breath of the Wild 2 Tears of the Kingdom game for the Nintendo Switch. And this would be the amiibo that I think helps you get some weapons and maybe some special gifts and rare items as well. I'm not sure. Yeah, it does indicate that right on the back here. It shows a sword to hint that you get some kind of weapons or a weapon. I don't know if it's multiple weapons, but it shows one at least. And then it does help you get that something about that glider. I forget what it's called, but you do get some kind of help here. And that's what's important. That's what's very important about this amiibo here. About this link right here. And he does have, I'm not giving anything away too much here because when you purchase this, it says that on this box. I'm not saying anything else about his arm or his hand, but there's something going on there in this, with this figure, this amiibo, and you can find that out for yourself with the game. Even if it's this, with this video, it's years old. I don't know. I'm not giving anything away. But that's a special figure. It's representing the whole game of the special intro of the game when you start playing it. So I'm like, that's unfortunately that's part of the amiibo. You could, like, I could unbox it and explain that. That would be neat, but that would be also giving away the game. So but I just want to say, like, this is really cool. It's beautiful. I'm very fortunate to have this, and also very fortunate to have this opportunity to use the feature of this amiibo. So I really love the display of this. It would be neat to display this in the box, but I also wouldn't get to use the features of this amiibo, and I also wouldn't get to appreciate the amiibo out of the box to be able to see it better. So I'm going to be opening this amiibo. I would be opening it anyway in person, like right away. I want to use this for, I already started playing the game finally, just a little bit in the beginning, and I'm struggling. I'm not gonna lie, I would struggle anyway, but this game is not meant to be going around without a weapon. So but I can anyway, me myself who I am, without a weapon. I need that in every game. So this, you really need that weapon, or a weapon. So I would be opening it anyway. So I'm going to be opening it in this video. And it's not going to be opened gracefully. Probably I'm going to try, but yeah, I'm not going to be able to keep this packaging. It's just the way it is with amiibos. And I opened all my amiibos from the first Breath of the Wild game. And I think I only kept one packaging, and it's just demolished anyway. So I just couldn't keep them, and they'd pile up. So that's just me. Some people keep them in their packaging completely or get doubles, and I can't do that. They're expensive or they add up. But I'm just saying I'm going to have to open this. So that's okay. I'm going to open it and show it in detail. And I'm not going to open it on camera. I'm going to pause it for a moment because this is going to be a little difficult to do that. So I'm going to show it up front and the packaging first inside of it. So here's the front of the packaging. It says Amiibo there and Nintendo. He's like displayed right here like that. There is the symbols here. This is Link. They do have that in the other language there. There's his name. They do have the more symbols here. They do have the official logo right here, which I think is cool. Of the game. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It is labeled of what game it's from. You can see him from the side here. You'll see him more out of the packaging, but there's him in the packaging there. And then here's the back of it. There's more stuff going on. it does show you how to use the amiibo here for the new Nintendo 3DS. But for Switch, I mean, on your controller or on the Switch, I actually don't know how to use it directly on the Switch in your hand. I'm sure you put it like on the system somewhere. On a game on the Pro controller, I know how to. And it says you can even get a rare item. There's just more stuff there. Alright, so now I'm going to open it. I might have found a way to get the amiibo out gently and be able to like keep the back of the packaging nice. Now I had to take the paper, slip the paper out ahead of time to not rip it and stuff. But you cut the bottom. You like, here. You like cut the bottom like a flap. Now other people probably figured this out, but what made me think of it was this dotted line right here that you cut. I think that you're supposed to, there's probably even a better way, because I wonder if they had that in mind or something. Like you're supposed to cut this and then like open it at the bottom or something, but like open it that way, like open the back and not keep the back of the packaging. I don't know, to open the amiibo but not maybe keep this, like open it nicer, just the amiibo. But it made me think like, hey, what if this was a flap and then this would just like fall out and then you could keep the back and not. Now I wish I didn't maybe open even this that much in the back, but then you can keep your packaging and then just slip the amiibo back in when you want, if you wanted to never use it again. And then, I mean, yeah, you kind of have this bottom cut, but I don't know, it kind of hides it then. Huh, interesting. So I'm going to slide this out then. And it is sliding out. I will say be very careful when you pull your amiibo out, and you will have to pull this flap forward very roughly, and just don't do that at the expense of your amiibo's like arm or something, or the figure getting destroyed or something, or bent or whatever. Be very careful. So I got him out, and I'm going to pop him out of this structure. I will show sorry, my background. I will show my this box right here a little bit. You can see it's pretty intact. I mean, yeah, there's like a little bit of, I had to rip a little bit there, I guess, because I mean, I guess I could have just, if I had just, no, I mean, I would have had to, yeah. I guess I wouldn't have had to rip it as much as I thought. I didn't know, and then I could have just cut. I don't know. I guess I would have still had to rip a little bit. But see, that's the thing, I can fix that, and that's just the bottom. And over here, if you look, I didn't really have to rip that much into the design. If you see, I didn't have to. That's pretty cool. I got away with it pretty much. Yeah, I like it. So, I don't know, that's just me. I wanted to keep that, so. Okay, so these little things were like pushed down. You had to pop them out, and you have to be really careful. And then pulling him out of here's going to be some delicate work too. I do want to say, because I'm doing this right there, it got cut. Do be careful if you're cutting the bottom. I've heard to say, because this is called blister packaging, it's plastic. Do be careful, because I cut and I didn't cut gracefully, or even if you do, it's very sharp. This is plastic, but it's a hard plastic. You can get cut, you can get hurt. Just be careful. Like, you know, children, do not do this at home alone. Don't. Or if you're an adult, please be careful. Any of you, be careful with this packaging, cutting it, because if you weren't doing what I'm doing, they just provide it where you literally don't have to cut this. You just rip this open, and then you're not hurt or whatever. So what I'm suggesting, of course, like, could end up getting you hurt if you're not careful. So I'm just like, I mean, or what I'm showing, I should say, I'm not even suggesting you have to do this. I'm saying what I showed you, could just be careful. Just be careful with when you cut it, okay? Because this stuff is so so sharp sometimes, usually, so I don't know, like, just please be careful. Oh my goodness. I actually put it back in the packaging. and it looks like, I mean, without the, of course, the amiibo, but it actually went back in on the display. So I did it. So you could put it back in, but just be careful when you cut the bottom. And the bottom's not going to look graceful, but you're not going to see the bottom. You're not going to notice it. So if you're willing to damage the bottom of your amiibo box rather than your sides all the way up the back, then yeah, do that. Because then your picture won't be all messed up and ripped up on the edges of here, because you're not going to get that back. That's what I hated about it. So let's get back to the review of the actual item here and not the box. So this is Link, and I'm going to put my flash on here. Now, there won't be a glare because there's no plastic. So here is the amiibo itself. So there is the symbol there. He's standing on that. He does have these like clear things holding him up to stabilize his feet. Sometimes they do that with these amiibos, which is good so that they last longer and they don't fall off of their stand. It may not look pretty or the best, but it does stabilize it and keep it lasting longer. So anyway, I keep saying so. There's a lot of detail in this one. I noticed that in some other people's YouTube videos. In my opinion anyway, the other amiibos, they didn't have this much detail, at least in the other Breath of the Wild ones. Just by a little bit. I mean, they're great, but look at that. His cape and his arm situation, that I'm not going to mention what happened. That I'm going to just say at least that it's really neat and it's detailed the story and it makes sense and it's really cool. Look at that. For what it is, I mean, a tiny little figure, and I have a train near me, so that's going to be great. Right here, look at that. And then look at him here, his face. Look at his face. Sorry for some of the background noise, the weird things going on with my cats too. But look at his face there. You can really see his face. Very detailed. His hair, his outfit, look at that. Amazing. All that detail. Down to the master sword. Amazing work. And for the arrows. And my dress skin. But and the gold, the flecks of gold on the bottom. And yes, on the bottom it does say that it's official, it's an amiibo Nintendo. But look at that. That's amazing. I mean, he's amazing. Look at that. If you look at this, it looks kind of cool because of the shadow it creates on my chair. And then like from behind. Looks so cool. But anyway, so yeah, look at the top. There's a glare. Look at that. Really neat. This hair. Everything. Where's even just all his stuff on him. It's all detailed down to just his sleeve. Look at that. Everything. All detailed on him. That's what I find amazing. Some of the amiibos weren't that detailed. And he is. His face is really, the expression on his face, just everything. They did really well. Anyway, so that's my unboxing of the Link amiibo for the Nintendo Switch for the game Breath of the Wild 2 Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you for watching. Bye.